The International Space Station: Life, Science, and Leadership in Orbit. High above the Earth, about 400 kilometers above our heads, an extraordinary structure races silently through space. Moving at over 28,000 kilometers per hour, it circles the planet once every 90 minutes, witnessing 16 sunrises and sunsets every day. This is the International Space Station, or ISS, humanity's most ambitious space laboratory and a symbol of what is possible when nations work together beyond borders, politics, and gravity. For more than 2 decades, the ISS has been continuously occupied, serving as a home, a workplace, and a scientific frontier for astronauts from around the world. A floating city in space. The ISS is not a single spacecraft. It is a modular structure assembled piece by piece in orbit, beginning in 1998. Built and operated by an international partnership including NASA, Roscosmos, ESA, JAXA, and CSA, the station represents decades of engineering, cooperation, and trust. Inside its pressurized modules are laboratories, sleeping quarters, exercise equipment, storage rooms, and observation windows, including the famous cupola, offering breathtaking views of Earth. But the ISS is more than metal and machinery. It is a living environment, sustained by rotating crews who keep it alive. The crew, who lives on the ISS. At any given time, the ISS is typically home to 6 or 7 astronauts, known as an expedition crew. These men and women are engineers, pilots, scientists, doctors, and researchers, trained for years before ever leaving Earth. A typical mission lasts about 6 months, though some astronauts stay longer for special research missions. Crews are international, often including members from different space agencies, reflecting the collaborative nature of the station. Change of command. Leadership in orbit. Life on the ISS is highly organized, and leadership is critical. Each expedition has a commander responsible for the safety of the crew and the station. The commander is not a political leader, but a practical one, ensuring procedures are followed, decisions are made under pressure, and emergencies are handled swiftly. When a new crew arrives, there is a formal change of command ceremony. In this symbolic moment, the outgoing commander hands over responsibility, often represented by a ceremonial key, to the incoming commander. The event is broadcast live to Earth, marking continuity rather than an end. The departing commander becomes a crew member again, preparing for return, while the new commander assumes full responsibility for the orbiting station. Arrival. How new crews reach the ISS. Astronauts do not simply fly up and walk inside. They are transported aboard spacecraft, such as SpaceX's Crew Dragon or Russia's Soyuz capsules. These vehicles launch atop powerful rockets, piercing the atmosphere before entering orbit. After launch, the spacecraft spends several hours, or sometimes days, carefully matching the ISS's speed and trajectory. Docking is a slow, precise operation, often automated, but closely monitored by both the crew and mission control. When the hatch opens, it is not just an arrival, it is a reunion. New astronauts float into the station, welcomed by those already on board, beginning a brief handover period. Crew rotation: how transitions happen. Crew replacement is carefully timed. For several days, the outgoing and incoming crews live together, allowing knowledge transfer. Maintenance routines, experiment status, and station quirks are passed along. This overlap ensures that no critical systems or research projects are disrupted. Once the handover is complete, the departing crew packs their personal items, data, and experiment samples. Then, one by one, they board their spacecraft, seal the hatch, and undock from the station. The ISS continues its journey, never empty, never abandoned. Returning to Earth. Returning home is as dramatic as the launch. After undocking, the spacecraft slowly backs away from the ISS. At the right moment, it fires its engines to slow down, allowing gravity to pull it back toward Earth. As the capsule re-enters the atmosphere, temperatures outside can exceed 1,600 degrees Celsius. Heat shields glow, communications briefly cut out, and intense forces press astronauts into their seats. Depending on the spacecraft, the crew lands either on solid ground or splashes down into the ocean, cushioned by parachutes. Recovery teams arrive within minutes, helping astronauts out of the capsule, often unsteady after months without gravity. Life without gravity. Daily living on the ISS. Living on the ISS is unlike anything on Earth. There is no up or down. Everything floats. Astronauts, tools, water droplets, even tears. To move around, astronauts gently push off walls and handrails. Careless movement can send them drifting into equipment or each other. Yet, over time, this environment becomes normal. What do astronauts eat? Food in space must meet strict requirements. It must be lightweight, nutritious, long-lasting, and safe in microgravity. Astronauts eat a mix of freeze-dried meals, rehydrated with water, thermostabilized foods, similar to canned meals, vacuum-sealed snacks, and tortillas instead of bread to avoid floating crumbs.
Meals include pasta, rice, chicken, fish, vegetables, soups, and even desserts. Astronauts often bring small comfort foods from their home countries. Food is warmed in special heaters, but not cooked traditionally. Eating is a careful process. Food is held in place, utensils are secured, and drinks are sipped through straws from sealed pouches. Sleeping in space. Sleeping without gravity is one of the most unusual aspects of life aboard the ISS. Astronauts sleep in small sleeping compartments, each about the size of a phone booth. Inside, they zip themselves into sleeping bags attached to the wall. Without gravity, there is no pressure on the body, so astronauts can sleep floating or strapped lightly to prevent drifting. There is no natural day-night cycle. To help regulate sleep, the station follows Greenwich Mean Time, and astronauts rely on scheduled lighting and routines. Even so, many report that sleeping in space feels peaceful, like floating in a quiet cocoon. Science in microgravity. The ISS is first and foremost a laboratory. Every day, astronauts conduct experiments that would be impossible on Earth. Microgravity allows scientists to study how physical, chemical, and biological processes behave without gravity's influence. Experiments include human health research, bone loss, muscle atrophy, vision changes, plant growth, growing crops in space for future missions, fluid physics, how liquids behave without gravity, materials science, creating purer crystals and alloys, medical research, testing drug behavior in microgravity. These experiments help improve life on Earth and prepare humanity for future missions to the Moon and Mars. Exercise. Staying healthy in space. Without gravity, muscles weaken and bones lose density. To counter this, astronauts exercise about 2 hours every day using specialized equipment, treadmills with harnesses, resistance machines, and stationary bikes. Exercise is mandatory, not optional. It is essential for ensuring astronauts can walk, stand, and function when they return to Earth. Earth from above. One of the most profound experiences of living on the ISS is the view. Astronauts often describe a deep emotional connection when seeing Earth from space, fragile, borderless, and alive. They photograph storms, cities at night, oceans, deserts, and auroras. Many say this perspective changes how they see humanity forever. A station that never sleeps. The International Space Station operates 24 hours a day. While astronauts sleep, mission control teams across the world remain active, monitoring systems, planning experiments, and preparing for emergencies. It is a partnership between Earth and orbit, human and machine. The future of the ISS. As the station ages, plans are underway for its eventual retirement, but its legacy is secure. The ISS has taught us how to live and work in space for long periods. It has advanced science, medicine, and engineering, and shown what humanity can achieve together. From crew changes and command handovers to experiments and daily life, the ISS remains a beacon of cooperation and curiosity. A silent sentinel above our world, forever reminding us that Earth is our home and space is our shared future.
No doubt you have enjoyed learning about the ISS, a remarkable outpost orbiting about 400 kilometers above Earth, racing around our planet at breathtaking speed and witnessing 16 sunrises every single day. The International Space Station stands as humanity's most ambitious space laboratory, a floating city made possible through international cooperation and continuously inhabited for over 2 decades. Inside its walls, astronauts from across the globe live and work for months at a time, carrying out groundbreaking experiments that deepen our understanding of human health, advanced materials, plant growth, and life beyond Earth's gravity. Crews are carefully rotated, with formal changes of command ensuring seamless continuity, while spacecraft such as Crew Dragon and Soyuz safely transport astronauts to and from orbit. Life aboard the ISS is unlike anything on Earth. Astronauts float as they eat, sleep, exercise, and work, adapting daily to the challenges of microgravity. Beyond science, the station offers a powerful perspective, a fragile, borderless Earth seen from above. If you enjoyed this journey into life aboard the International Space Station, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more inspiring stories about space, science, and humanity's future beyond Earth.